Hello friends. Whenever we talk about our health, our entire focus is on our physical health, and very few people pay attention to their mental health. According to a study by the Acknowledgement Exchange School of Public Health, running for 15 minutes or walking for the phone reduces the risk of major depression in the future by 6%. But just as we know that eating tele-junk food spoils our body and physical health, similarly many such habits, who is our friend and mental, it has a lot of negative effects on health, and today we will tell you about such thing. But we will tell you how to get your prints matched very well so that you can correct them in time. Number 1, consuming too much sugar. We all know that when sugar intake is very harmful for our body, it can lead to diabetes, dental cavities, excessive weight gain. There is a risk of becoming homeless, but you might be wondering what can happen to your print if you eat too many sweets. Well, too much sugar for too long keeps our body's proteins intact. And you friends, now what to do? The quantity keeps decreasing, which hinders the development of our bank, because in our view there is lack of new trends, due to which our brain cells do not get sufficient new trends for their growth and development. And due to this, our memory and thinking ability is greatly affected. Not getting enough sleep. Sleep is most important for our body and mind, because we cannot use our body and mind for a very long time, and after a time, rest is needed, so that our energy can be recharged again and again. According to the experiment conducted at the University of Wisconsin, the growth of our brain cells becomes very fast during sleep, so you killer. To process all the activities you do using your brand, you need proper sleep. If you do not do it, then the size of your year will start getting different. Lighting and hearing. Do you know music at full volume? Do you keep scolding for hours these days? What is happening is that very few people take care of their sharing. Noise pollution is increasing a lot. When you blow dryer, you hear the sound of car horn. When you take your first journey, you hear the sound of jet engine, then you hear music. If you are, then you win. With full volume, it gives a damper effect. And due to this, hearing loss is increasing very fast. You may not pay attention to it in the video, but believe me, your healing power and mental power are getting worse day by day. If it is getting worse, then your hair and take care of love. Use this plus noise cancelling height punch. And if possible, play music. Keep its volume low, around 50%, so that you do not face any problem in future. Overeating is the main reason of wetting, due to which we have to take care of our physical condition. Deal with many problems due to here. We have to do this. Our conference gets delayed, but do you know that it is a meeting? But it can damage your print very seriously. By eating too much food, we lose our love and our mental ability. We do this a lot. Mental health experts say that if we follow it for too long, our chances of memory loss increase. A study was conducted in 1209 cardamom, in which 6,000 average people were examined, and their weight and cognitive function was found. Score test was done, and when he joined after 10 years, he came to know that the cognitive function of people who were sleeping with the head under the cover was reduced by 22%. The brain covers only 2% of our body, but you will be surprised to know. We will know why our bread supplies only 20% oxygen out of the total oxygen supply of the body. Oxygen is very important for our bank to function properly. The less your air intake is, the more is the damage. So when you are peacefully sleeping under the blanket after turning on all the lights and loud music, your print will be given a sufficient 20%. Oxygen juice is not available, which makes your prints very famous. So whenever you sleep, keep in mind that your face is not inside the blanket, so that these social magnets can provide brain oxygen. Today we spend most of our time sitting in front of the screen, whether it is your phone, computer, or tablets. We talk to people on Zoom and for the first time, but what we talk about with our friends and relatives. The thing is, in talking face to face, if not in paste, then our love goes to social interaction, because we humans are social. And by socializing, our mental and emotional web increases. If we remain without socializing caffeine, then our love increases due to drinking, and if you will not be able to do social upliftment, then friends, it is good to be passionate about your work. It is good to chase girls, but no matter how busy you are, you must take out time to socialize. Multitasking. You must have heard that multitasking has a negative effect on your productivity, and doing so many tasks at once takes a lot of energy from your love. Says me's urologist, and Miller and sister is don't want to multitask. Well, when people think they are multitasking, they do 2 or 3 things at once. Rather, they are thinking very fast between interests, which makes them feel like multitasking. Whereas in reality, our brain can never do multitasking in real time. And it has also been observed that whenever we multitask, our love stress hormone cortisol, as well as fight does hormonal line thing, which creates mental for in our love.
Number 8, skipping breakfast.
Many people spend their time to save money. They skip fast breaks to maintain their diet, and they do not know that skipping the first meal of the day diverts their brain. After a long night's sleep, your friend needs essential nutrients and TEM. You do not fulfill this need by mixing your breakfast. A large study was conducted on 80,000 people in Japan for 15 years, in which it was observed that those who were skipping consistency fast, their chances of hot stroke and high blood pressure are very welcome. According to another study, students who only eat breakfast, I did not mash it, those people used to perform better than other students. So next time before going to work, school, or college, eat something. Information overload. Many people overload their friends with too much information. We think that we can remember many things at once, and for that we need to collect as much information as possible. It seems, but ultimately, some information gets stuck in our mind. Like us, we also have some limitations. It can handle limited information at a time. Let us assume that you are 40-50. You have made a list of items that you have to purchase from the grocery store, and because you have to remember a lot at once, it is possible that you will forget some item. But if your list consists of only 5 items, then you don't forget a single thing, because your friend has very little information. To remember, information overload is a kind of fraction which only damages your print. So if you have any long list of works, then divide it and make it shorter. This will keep your friend omelette and stress-free. Personal limitations. Every ambitious person get training, and apart from that, you are not satisfied with anything else. We donate a lot to such people who are very ambitious about one thing, and after seeing them, we also get 4 drops, and it does not matter who you are or what do you want. There are limitations. One day it is 1948, and in this we have limited energy to perform any task. And if you think that you will achieve everything in anything, then ultimately you will get nothing but disappointment, and you will lose your personal life. You will never be able to overcome your personal limitations. There are imaginary boundaries that tell you how much work you can do without allocating your bank. So no matter what you are doing, you should pay attention to your limitations, otherwise you will be disappointed. Mindless procrastination. Procrastination is our biggest enemy, which takes our cords away from us. But we think that procrastination is only outside of us, folds the world, but does not allow our future course to be completed. The truth is that whenever you procrastinate, you damage your self-control and focus on your work instead of wasting time on useless things. It becomes more difficult for you, due to which procrastination is and you think that you can control it, and in reality it becomes very less for you. It is yours automatically. Your important keeps awarding us that control mental stand, and like a muscle which you should exercise daily, but by procrastinating you keep coordinating this muscle. Request water intake. Our body is approximately 70% water, so water is very essential for the proper functioning of our body and love. It is important that when the botnets of your print are always happy, it increases your thinking speed. You remain more focused, and your clarity and creativity increases. Water plays the most important role in delivering ink into the tank and removing toxins. And when you live as a hybrid, your cognitive functions start becoming different. Your attention span reduces, and you become better. If you are unable to concentrate on anything, then it is important that you are always hydrated.
If you found this video helpful, please like it and click the subscribe button to support the channel's growth. Also, turn on notifications so you don't miss upcoming videos. If you want us to make videos on any other topics or problems, please let us know in the comments, and we will try to cover them.